Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. Muscles by at the 25. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping in behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now it's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. To the air again, Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Darnold now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Off of play action, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
On 4th down, Darnold. Room to maneuver at the 35. And now this is going to be close. The defense says that. Him. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Willis.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it second down and 12.
Ready? Let's go.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And this one also slow in developing, as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on first down, but now you're still dealing with a third and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last two plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let him come get the quarterback and dump it off. There could be some room to run.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Ready, ready. Pat the 60. Pat.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Back to throw, Willis.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick six, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. And when you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ready?
Now from the gun, here's Willis.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Boy, so what else could go wrong for him here? It's an illegal touching penalty on the outside.
Yeah, Brandon, that really wasn't a very disciplined play, was it? Because you got to know where you are on the field. You can't get that close to the sideline because if you step out of bounds, you can't be the first to re-enter and touch it. That's an easy call for the officials.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Willis looks to pass it here.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, shot.
Back to throw, Willis.
Out to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. 22 yards there, a first down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Willis. Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Ready.
Now Willis to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Willis.
This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Romeo Doubs.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Open man is Jalen Naylor.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Here's McCarthy.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
To the air with McCarthy.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Last play of the half, Willis. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
looking to throw McCarthy.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jalen Naylor.
40 yards.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
To throw, here's Willis. That's to Kraft, the tight end.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
17 more yards. Cowboy 80. That's another.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Willis.
And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
Ready.
Willis will try and throw for this.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Throwing is McCarthy. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. Now inside the 25.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jalen Naylor
with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That's taken in by Kraft.
And they do finally get him at the 12.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Willis.
Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now McCarthy.
And he fends him off. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, set.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Here we go, set.
A run. It's Watson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
60-6. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
They go play action with Willis.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Christian Watson.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jalen Naylor, 35 yards. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's Willis.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ready.
Willis wants to pass it again. That's complete to Dobbs. And a hard tackle there as he'll go down after a gain of about 5. Now Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
Now Willis to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Now Willis. Got Dobbs over the middle.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Willis will look to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practiced that, too. You can tell, coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help him along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position.
That's good for our Green Bay Packers. First and goal. Ready. Go.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Dobbs
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Packers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Willis.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA.
That punch will ground move.